Hi, this is EJ with EJ Star Tarot with Gemini's weekly reading from April 9 through April 15, 2018. Gemini, I've laid your cards out. We have two oracle cards here face down. And I'll flip those over when we're done. Let's get into your reading. You start out with the Nine of Swords. And then the Nine of Swords, this is like an imagined misery, okay? This talks about concerns or worry, anxiety that you may have, muddled thoughts, something that's overwhelming you, and just having, for some of you, I see that you're having sleep difficulties. I feel like for some of you, like your worries are just piled up, and like your thoughts are just in your mind, like you're not expressing yourself, you're not letting it out, and so therefore you're losing sleep and you're causing yourself anxiety and worry over something that is just in your thoughts, something that we need to get out of our thoughts and into reality, because swords are thoughts, right? And I feel like for you, this is what it is, and it's and nines are intensity, and you have two nines here, and I feel like, yeah, for some of you, you're worried about something. You're giving yourself anxiety. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be whatever situation that you may be going through, Gemini. But I do feel like you are in your mind a lot. Just kind of like playing the worst case scenario. Just thoughts in your mind that's causing you to lose sleep there. And then we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, or not the Nine of Swords, I'm so sorry, the Nine of Wands. This is like the final push to the top. Okay, this is the final push that you need to get to the top of where you're headed. Okay, hitting your target, rewarded, after a long period of relaxation. This is like, okay, this is like every new challenge brings wisdom, right? And it makes you stronger for the efforts that you put into it, right? For everything that you achieve. So I feel like new challenges are ahead of us, right? And we must pay attention to them. And maybe that is why we are in our thoughts a lot, and it will causing ourselves anxiety and to lose sleep, because we know we're headed to the top, because we've already, nines are close to the end, right? It's close to the end. And so I see you, maybe you're waiting for that job offer, or you're getting this promotion, or you see yourself already getting to that level of achievement of what you were trying to accomplish, and now you're just like, you're stressing out because you're like, I'm almost there. I don't want to lose this opportunity to finish this off, if that makes sense to you, Gemini. And you have to apply it to your situation. It could be, like I said, a relationship. It could be job. It could be friendship. It can be some project that you're working on, for some of you. But I do feel like you're reaching that top. And nines are expressions of faith, right? It's your highest expression. It's enlightenment. It's calling you to have faith in your angels. They're letting you know they're by your side. It's also letting you know, because you got two nines here, next to each other. It's also letting you know, don't lose faith and don't give up, because you're about to reach this top level of achievement, this top level of your goal, whatever that may be for you, Gemini. Only you know. And so, take the message how it should apply to you. And remember that this is intensity. So it's like, it is giving you stress or anxiety, or causing you to lose sleep. And the next card we have is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands talks about a fresh idea, a new beginning, being optimistic, being, encouraging messages coming in. And this is you. This is you, getting your confidence back, because you are reaching the top here. You are reaching the top, and you're like, I feel good now that I'm almost there, but I'm still worried because anything can happen between here and there, right? So, but I'm gonna be positive, and I'm gonna give, feel enthusiastic, and I'm gonna feel optimistic, and I'm gonna continue. And here you are, you're continuing, and you're like, yep, I'm not gonna let this hinder me. Is what you're saying with the Page of Wands. Like I said, it's somebody who gains confidence after the struggle. After the struggle of reaching to the top, you gain that confidence and you continue to look forward, which is really, really good. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm out of breath. I went for a walk to ground myself, and I walked 2 miles, and I'm kind of out of breath right now. So then we have the Four of Swords. This is saying you need to get to a quiet space, right? Find some time for yourself. Find some time to release gratitude and to center yourself, to meditate, to find that time to release your thoughts. So whether it is going for a walk, going for a jog, exercising, or just meditating alone, and just finding that quiet space and just letting your mind just be at ease. And that's what this is talking about. And this is what you're needing to do, because you put so much effort in getting to the top here, and you put so much energy out, that now you need to have that quiet space. You need to find that quiet time to show gratitude for allowing you to get to this to the top. And fours are all about empowerment, right? It's an angelic expression of empowerment. It's a personal empowerment. You've been wanting What you've been wanting is now available. All you need to do is ask and receive. And this is where you're going to go and meditate and manifest what it is that you're working towards. As you can see, the page, they're kind of looking at each other, the page and the Four of Swords. And if I took the Nine of Wands, they're kind of looking at each other as well. I'm sorry if you can't see that. They're kind of looking at the Nine of Wands as well. And he's saying, and he's also looking at the Nine of Swords, and he's like, okay, that's it. We're not going to give ourselves anxiety. We're not going to get us to this level. We're going to find this quiet spot, and we're going to meditate. We're going to pray. We're going to release it. We're going to exercise. However you release that intensity that you have, that stress, that anxiety, that is what you need to do. You need to find that quiet space to do that, because you need to release your mind, your thoughts that you have. That's, all of this excitement that you have here, from anxiety to not sleeping to climbing to the top and having that enthusiastic, from being optimistic, that rush to get to the top. Now you just need to meditate, manifest, and let it come to fruition for you. And that's what you need to do. So the next card you have is the Sun. And the Sun talks about joy. It talks about renewal. It talks about harmony. It talks about knowing that all is well, right? And this is what you do. This is where you get to joy. You get to the level of joy. You get to the level of appreciation. You get to the level of knowing that everything is well, because you made it happen by climbing to the top, by being enthusiastic and getting that burst of confidence. And then you find that quiet space, and you start to meditate and pray and manifest, and all of it comes to fruition for you. And when it starts to come to fruition, you start to feel that exciting joy. You see this kid swinging in the sun ray. He's using the sun ray to do that, because he's that excited about having reached the top and reach his goal, reach his accomplishment, or hers, and now, I'm so sorry. Now they're celebrating. They're excited. They're just full of joy, and they're knowing that everything is working out because they manifested. They took the time to find that quiet space and manifest what it was that they were working hard for. And then now here it is into fruition, right? That's beautiful. And then you have the Seven of Cups here. And the Seven of Cups says that you may get lost in a choice, right? You're wishing instead of doing. You're prolonging a choice. You're buffering with your inner voice through distraction. It's, temptation. It's like you had too many to choose from that now you're like, okay, what do I do? And then you start, you undoubtedly change your course, right? But it will move forward however you do it. You will change your course and then it will move forward. I kind of feel like I need to pull another card here because the Seven of Swords or the Seven of Cups, it kind of like leaves you up in the air. Like, what do we do? What are the messages, Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels do you have for Gemini? April 9th through April 15th, 2018. Please give me one more message that will talk the Seven of Cups. So you have so you get that new beginning, that new start, that fresh start, and that's what this is talking about. It's talking about that new start here. Gemini, I do see that things are going to start to change for you and things are going to work. I'm sorry about that. I had to turn my phone off. But I saw scheduling happening here. People scheduling things on my website, and it's popping up on my phone. So I didn't want it to ring, but I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so you've got that new fresh start, that new adventure, new opportunity, that willingness to step outside of the norm that you normally would do to find that self-discovery. And so you do that. You do that here. So I think that's really, really good. I think that that's a good card to top that Seven of Cups, because that Seven of Cups was like a little off to me. It was like, okay, that wasn't a good way to end the reading or end this, reading. Let's get into your, so we have create and we have celebration. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Because you start that new beginning, right? And so now it's time to create. It's time to create and utilize your creativity to begin either creative projects or whatever it is that you've been doing or thinking about doing. Now is the time to create that. So if you're wanting to start a business, do it. If you're wanting to start a new job or start school, this is the time to create it, because it is next to the Sun card, where it brings you that joy, and you do have that new fresh beginning here. So that's really, really good here. Then you have celebrations. This is excitement. This is a great outlook. This is joyful exuberance. This also represents an energy. So maybe this is your energy, like that outburst of energy after you manifest, after you find that quiet space to rest and manifest what it is that you want. You then become excited about it and you start to celebrate because you have this new joyful beginning. You have this joyfulness, this joy, this new beginning. The Fool here is saying you have that new start, that fresh start, and you create your celebration. You go and you create your celebration because you create you again. For some of you, it's just rebuilding who you are. For some of you, it's going to school. For some of you, it's new jobs, new businesses or new ideas, new projects that you make into a business is what I see here. So overall, really good energy here, Gemini. So it's time for you to create this new joyful beginning. I love it. The last couple of weeks, Geminis have been getting really good readings, and this is another one. Yeah, you started out a little with anxiety, a little worry. Yeah, who doesn't when you don't know the direction you're going, or you don't know how things are going to pan out. And you start to work towards it, though. You start to work towards that, Gemini, and I see everything just panning out for you beautifully because you have that new joyful beginning. You create your celebration here, and that's beautiful. Those cards go very well together. I hope you enjoyed the reading. For those of you who have an InstantGo app, you can connect with me almost immediately, if not within 24 hours, by clicking in the description box and clicking in that link. For $10, you can get a quick answer to your question, a mini reading, or a yes or no type of answer to any questions that you have. For those of you that are interested in a full reading, you can click in the description box. And I still have the $30 for 30-minute video for any type of reading that you may like, and you can split that between 2 readings, and it would be 15 minutes each. And or if you would like a longer reading, I do have those listed on my website. If you just click on that description box, everything is there. The link to my website, the link to the InstantGo, and the specials that I have offered. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and let me know if this resonates with you. Comment, like, and share, and subscribe. And thank you. I'll talk to you soon.